Good morning everyone. Welcome again. Today we will start chapter 5. Name of this chapter is therapeutic approaches. In this today we will start topic psychotherapy. So in this chapter we will discuss about various therapeutic methods that are used by psychotherapists to help their patients. There are various kinds of types of psychotherapy. Some of them focus on acquiring self-understanding, other therapies are more action-oriented. All approaches hinge on the basic issue of helping the patient out overcome his or her debilitating condition. So, we will discuss all therapeutic approaches in this chapter. So, let's start with what is psychotherapy. What is psychotherapy? A process which attempts to help the patient release symptoms, resolve problems, or seek personal growth through a structured relation like specified goals and methods with a trained professional therapist. A therapist may be psychiatrist, psychologist, or nurse, etc. Maybe anyone. So, psychotherapy is a voluntary relationship between the one seeking treatment or the client and the one who treats or the therapist. The purpose of relationship is to help the client to solve the psychological problem being faced by her or him. The relationship is conductive for building the trust of the client so that the problems may be freely discussed. Psychotherapies aim at changing the maladaptive behavior, decreasing the sense of personal distress, helping client to adapt better to his or her environment. So, in general, psychotherapy means the treatment of mental disorder by psychological rather than medical means. Here are some all psychotherapeutic approaches have the following characteristics. There is a systematic application of principles underlying the different theories of therapy. First is this: the person who received practical training under expert supervision can practice psychotherapy, and not everybody. So the therapeutic situation involves a therapist and a client who seeks help for his or her emotional problem. Last one is the interaction of these two persons, the consolidation, formation of therapeutic relationship. Now come to the goals. So this human relationship is central to any sort of psychological therapy and is the vehicle for change. So all therapies, psychotherapies aim at a few or all the following goals. First goal is reinforcing clients' resolve for betterment. Yes, true. Lessening emotional pressure and unfolding the potential for positive growth, modifying habits, changing thinking pattern, increasing self-awareness, improving interpersonal relation and their communication. Next are facilitating decision making, becoming aware of one's choices in life, relating to one's social environment in a more creative and self-aware manner. These are some goals. Here are, you can see on screen, psychologists, psychotherapists and psychiatrists. So a psychologist and psychotherapist tends to view an individual distress as the result of human relationship problems rather than a personal disorder. And a psychotherapist focus on the wider context of relations within a family or a work. And a psychiatrist is a medical doctor, is more likely to prescribe drugs to relieve symptoms, but many psychiatrists also use psychotherapy techniques. Similarly, psychiatric nurse practitioners also prescribe medication to relieve symptoms, but also use psychotherapy techniques in combination with medication. So this is the difference between these three: psychologist, psychotherapist and psychiatrist. Need of psychotherapy. Because of many misconceptions about psychotherapy, you may be reluctant to try it out. Even if you know the realities instead of the myths, you feel nervous about trying it yourself. Overcoming that nervousness is worth it because anytime your quality of life isn't what you want it to be. So psychotherapy can help. Some people seek psychotherapy because they have felt depressed, anxious, angry for a long time. Others may want help for a chronic illness that is interfering with their emotional and physical well-being. So next is, still others may have short-term problems they need help navigating. They may be going through a divorce, facing an empty nest, feeling overwhelmed by a new job, and grieving a family member's death. So these are some problems they may be faced. So next is here about therapeutic relationship. Therapeutic relationship. Definition of therapeutic relationship is the relationship between a healthcare professional, we can say therapist, and a client and a patient. It is mean by which the therapist and a client hope to engage with each other and effect beneficial change in the client. This is therapeutic relationship. So goals of therapeutic relationship. Therapist and client relationship help the client develop appropriate social verbal skills to test reality and to solicit feedback and support to new behavior. Help patient to reduce anxiety and body tension, to develop a sense of competence and to take risk. Next is opportunity for nurse to demonstrate ways of handling situations or learn coping strategies. Now here in therapeutic relationship or alliance, we can see there are two components. The first component is the contractual nature of relationship, in which two willing individuals, the client and the therapist, enter into a partnership which aims at helping the client overcome his or her problems. Second, the second component of therapeutic relationship is the limited duration of the therapy. Limited duration of the therapy. The alliance lasts until the client becomes able to deal with his or her problem, take control of his or her life. This relationship has several unique properties like trusting, confiding relationship. The high level of trust enables the client to unburden herself or himself to the therapist and confide his or her psychological and personal problems to the latter. So some essential characteristics of therapist in the therapeutic relationship. First is empathy. Demonstrates sensitivity and caring, a pervasive phenomena in the life experience of all people. It allows people to feel the feeling of another and respond to and understand that person's experience on his or her terms. This is therapeutic relationship. These are some characteristics of therapist. Next is genuineness. Refers to the ability to be real or honest with another. To be effective, it must be timed properly and based on the solid relationship. Respect. Characteristic. This is also a good characteristic in therapist. It demonstrates that the nurse values the integrity of the client, has faith in the client's ability to solve his or her problems, given appropriate help. Concreteness. The quality of being concrete. This is a concreteness, and some more qualities are here. Means unconditional positive regard which the therapist has for the client. This is also we can include in this. So these are some characteristics should be in therapist. It will be helpful for the client. So this is about therapeutic alliance. Also requires the therapist must keep strict confidentiality of the experiences, events, feelings, thoughts disclosed by the client. Confidentiality is also must be there. So the therapist must not exploit the trust and confidence of the client in any way. Finally, it is a professional relationship and must remain so. So this is therapeutic relationship, and about psychotherapy we have discussed here in this video. Next time we will move further. Thank you.